In this lecture, I first discuss quality of service QoS. It is the description of the overall performance of a service such as telephony or computer network. Telephony QoS quality of service comprises requirement on all the aspects of connection such as service response time, signal to noise ratio, etc. Computer networking QoS is the ability to provide different priorities to different applications, users or data flow. For example, bitrate, delay, variation, error, bitrate error, etc. A network or protocol support QoS may agree on a traffic contract with the application software and reserve capacity in the network nodes. It is used in application layer services. It refers to the layer of quality services. QoS is particularly important for the transport of traffic. It refers to any technology that manages data traffic. It controls and manages network resources. Now discuss quality of traffic. Quality of service is affected by various factors which can be divided into human and technical factors. The first one is human factor, second one is technical factor. Human factors include stability, availability of services, waiting time, etc. Technical factors include reliability, scalability, effectiveness, network congestions, etc. The following problems are seen from the point of view of the sender and receiver. First one is good put. It is a application level throughput of the communication. Second one is packet loss. It occurs when one or more packet of data traveling. Third one is bit error. Sometimes packets are corrupted due to bit error. Latency is also called network delay. It takes a long time for each packet to reach its destination. Packet delay variation, it is also called packet jitter. It can vary packets from source to reach the destination with different delay. There are two types of application. First one elastic or second is inelastic. Elastic application of QoS can take advantage over however much or little bandwidth is available. Inelastic application of QoS are streaming media specifically such as internet protocol television, voice over IP, voice telephony, telepresence, etc. Service several QoS mechanisms and schemes exist for IP networking. So there are given the type of service filled in the IPv4 header. Second one is differentiated services. Third one integrated services, or fourth one resource reservation protocol. QoS capability are available in the following network technologies. First one is multi-protocol level switching. Second one frame relay. Third one X.25. Fourth one DSL modem, ATM, etc. End-to-end quality of service can require a method of coordinating resources allocating between one autonomous system and another. Congestion control refers to the techniques used to control or prevent congestion. Congestion control techniques or algorithm can be broadly classified into two categories. First one is open loop, second one is closed loop. Open loop congestion control policies are applied to prevent congestion before it happen. Before it happen. Closed loop congestion control technique is used to control congestion after it happen. This one after and this one after, this one before. Policies adopted by open loop congestion control. The first one is retransmission policy. In this policy, retransmission of the packet are taken care to prevent congestion. Retransmission timers must be designed. Second one is window policy. The type of windows at the sender side may also affect the congestion. Several packets in the go back. Some packets may be received successfully. So this difficulty is solved by the window policy. A good discarding policy adopted by the routers is that the router may prevent congestion. The router may prevent congestion. The router solves the discarding policy. Acknowledgement policy composed by the receiver may also affect congestion. Next one is admission policy. In this policy, a mechanism should be used to prevent congestions. Policies adopted by the open loop congestion control. First one is back pressure. Back pressure is a technique in which a congested node stops receiving packet from the upstream node. The second one is choke packet technique. In this technique is applicable to both virtual network as well as datagram subnet. This one picture of back pressure, this one picture of packet. We go back side. This one first, second and third. Here is direction is back side. This one source system, this one destination system. Here is data flow is left to right side. This one choke packet techniques. Here is first one, second, third one. This one conjunctions. This one source system. This one destination system. Data flow is also left to right side. But choke packet is right to left side. The third one is implicit signaling. In implicit signaling, there is no communication between the congested node and the sources. Explicit signaling can occur in either forward or backward direction. Responsible factors for causing congestions are slower processor, rusty traffic, memory insufficiency. Need of congestion controls are the main idea for this is to infer congestion and reduce the sending rate of the sources. These are references.